Yeah, if they use the wrong thing.
Yeah, that was him. Okay, I think it's working now for that one.
Who's got audio of the game?
I have audio of the game. Yeah, I can hear the game audio just fine. Yeah. All right, thank you.
Hello. Technical issues.
Technical issues are always fun. All right, yeah. Okay, Alex.
My bad.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think they had the wrong settings. The other team did.
Yeah, I heard Maeve getting a little angry.
Yeah, yeah. Just a little bit. Yeah, you're good. There you go. So I guess I played against this team
Earlier in the
a while
season?
back, yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
they
they
were
beat
able
them.
to win. So
I don't know. Because they have a diamond 3. We have 2 diamonds.
Yep.
So, you know. That's a thing.
Absolutely.
Okay, are we actually starting? Someone put GG.
Oh. Yeah, because they had to restart almost immediately. Alright, we got a Moon Knight ban. That would be for Lucas, 'cause Lucas plays Moon Knight as his alt.
Why are they on
Got a Jeff ban.
double strange?
Lucas is probably just goofing because that's Adams.
Yeah. So Jeff ban.
Yeah,
Who
so we
plays-
must have a Jeff on the enemy team. Probably interesting. We're gonna protect. I think, if I remember correctly, Jordan is the one that plays Luna Snow.
May also plays Luna Snow.
Yeah, it's not her main though. That's kind of like her third pick, I think. Her first one is Cloak and Dagger, and then Invisible Woman would be her second. She's pretty good
Then
at Luna Snow
Is
too.
that Thor?
That is Magneto over here, and this is Angela.
Ah, and that is for...
Oh, is this actually our side here?
I think it is.
Okay, I was looking at it differently.
Which also doesn't make sense. Why did we ban
So-
Lucas's character?
So typically the way that it works in this is, so if you play competitive in like regular Marvel Rivals, you'll do the most banned. But when it comes to college versus college, they'll typically try to go for the other team's best character to make them switch their comp up. So it seems a little bit more random when we're banning and things, because it's not necessarily how we would ban in the traditional competitive comp.
Yeah. I think they're trolling.
So,
I think they're trolling. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, so they are definitely trolling, because Lucas is our Scarlet Witch, and very much Adam is Doctor Strange.
Diamond Scarlet Witch.
Yes, yes.
Guy improves super fast too.
He does, yeah. He watches a lot of competitive, and in his words, just tries to do what they do. And we are on the enemy team, so let's...
Third person is the worst.
Is it...
That doesn't do anything. Oh, now we're behind on the replay. I see now.
Okay, now we're able to change. Hello?
That's our team.
Oh, there we go. That's
Okay.
where we wanted to be.
Of all the possible realities,
That's a
this is not
strange
the one I
skin.
expected to
That is
find
a strange
myself
skin,
in.
yeah.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I didn't like being a couple of
All you
seconds
need to do
behind.
is capture the mission area.
Understandable. Let's get that off the screen.
Okay.
Alright. Hopefully our communication is better tonight. The last game that I was watching with him, the breakdown in communication was a big thing for us.
Our enemies
Yeah.
are near.
It seems he's just slugging it out at the moment.
Absolutely, he's going in. I will say he's a very aggressive player. He tries to put pressure on the enemy team a lot. Looks like they have an Emma.
Yeah. I don't know.
Their Emma's really coming in.
He's doing strange things, although he's not going for... He doesn't seem to be going for the animation cancel a lot, so I don't know what's up with that. He's also not going for, you know, primary fire melee, because he's faster. I don't know. He's Celestial Feet, so he knows a lot more about the game than me.
He is putting some pressure on the tanks.
Although no picks
oh,
yet.
they got...
Oh, there's a pick.
Yeah, and they also did get the VP down a little while ago too. So now they've got Deadpool out, Emma out, their Strange just went down.
Yeah, although they are all back, you respawn.
Yeah, but they're a little bit staggered, so they're gonna try to regroup to come and challenge again. But we were able to capture the point, and hopefully we'll be able to win this next team fight as well.
Yeah, a little bit of a moment there. Oh, yeah, emoting on spawn in a college playoff game. Let's do it. I just saw Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas is going in. Strange got all.
Everybody, but we have. Somebody ulted. We have four ults. So.
Yeah,
So
the
that's
enemy
Punisher
team was using some ults. It didn't look like the enemy Strange did all that much with his ult. Kind of a wasted ult. We've got some picks on the enemy team, so it does look like we're gonna win this team fight.
We're cleaning up the team fights pretty well.
And we were able to keep a lot of our ults. We've still got Lucas with his ult, we've got Landry with his ult, and then we still have Adam's ult. So we'll be able to use those in the next team fight. And it does look like round 1 is looking pretty promising for IC.
True.
Got Emma with her ult.
Oh, the Strange one still. He's down.
Okay, Strange ult. We're able to get
Got 2.
Hawkeye, Deadpool, and Gambit out. Their Doctor Strange is pretty low, their Emma's pretty low. Doctor Strange down, Emma down. And then White Fox was down too, so. Yeah, that was a pretty, they got kind of steamrolled, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, the rank deficit is pretty big.
Yeah, it is.
The highest they had was Diamond 3. I see it's 2 that are or better. So.
Alright, so they were going Cloak and Dagger. They've still got their Emma. They've got their Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Okay. Emma has switched to Captain America. We've still got, okay, we're gonna go Rocket. Which, Rocket's a... Nope, it was just a psych out, and it is still Cloak and Dagger. And then we've got,
3, 2, 1.
what's her name? Luna Snow. Could not for the life of me think of Luna Snow.
It's an interesting one. It looks like
Enemy in front of us.
we're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No reason to change up calm.
Looks like. Never mind.
Doctor Strange almost down there, but is able to get healed.
Fight work out.
Captain America going in, half health. Does look like they might be able to get a pick on him if they focus
he's
him.
healed now. The healing output. in
We
this
got
game-
3 picks.
That's 3 picks.
Luna
As
down.
I'm saying this, Captain
Dr.
America's probably going to be down.
Yep.
he doesn't have a
Captain
block.
America down.
The healing output of supports in this game, or strategists as they're called, is actually kind of nuts.
It is. It is. Like, if you're looking at a good strategist, you're wanting to get like 40 to 50,000 healing in a game.
Although
So it's
that's-
like,
Okay, the cap's below you and we're still just...
he's waiting. Think he's gonna go down. I feel like he might be trying to get his ult.
I think he's trolling because he understands that they're better than this game. And it's also just like on the fact that healing is absurd.
Yes.
The damage output is also kind of
Okay,
nuts.
he's
I mean,
got his ult now. We've got 4 people with ults. 2 picks already.
Yeah, 2 picks already. That's 3. One's in spawn though, so there's 2 left. They probably regrouped. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're gonna
probably
have
the best.
to. They're gonna have to chill and regroup.
Although we
Um,
have 2 super useful ults. I mean, Invis ult is pretty good.
Cloak and Dagger.
Is it Cloak and Dagger?
Yeah.
Cloak and Dagger ult's also super good.
Yeah, Invis was banned. See, they're very similar, but Invis is there,
Right.
and then Cloak and
They're
Dagger.
both blondes. Similar looking, like
That's
blonde.
true. That's true.
But also, just like on what they were saying,
Right.
damage output is nuts. I mean, DPSs are getting like 50 kills a game. It's absurd.
Yeah. All right. So the enemy team used their ult
They have
for.
one ult. They have no ult. Might have Luna Snow ult. I don't know if they'll get back in time though.
Yeah, their Cloak and Dagger used their ult, and May responded with her ult. And then the Doctor Strange used an ult, and Adam responded with his ult. It does
Yeah.
look like he's just trolling there with his
Yeah.
with his portal.
Yeah. I mean, this is a very like interesting game from this genre because like thinking about, you know, Overwatch is kind of the game that like made this genre, and it's like as a person who plays Overwatch a lot. Comparing this game to Overwatch, Lucas got MVP. Look at that. 0 deaths, by the way. That's
0 deaths.
Absurd.
Let's see.
These aren't crazy numbers, but I've seen.
Yeah,
super,
it was a
super crazy.
pretty fast game. So I mean, healing from Maisie for 19-9 is pretty good. When I mean, you know, we didn't have really any deaths other than it does look like Maisie died one time. But we're getting pretty good numbers for how fast the game was.
Yeah.
Like we can see that
And
their
also,
numbers
just,
for damage
Just to notice,
just not.
she died once, and it looked like it took.
Oh yeah, I think
It took half the team, or more than half.
yeah. They all participated in that. Coach says balance latency isn't supposed to be on, so it looks like another another setting that the other side messed up. They
Yeah.
set up the room today instead of IC. IC typically is the one that sets up the rooms.
I don't know.
And
I
we've
wouldn't.
had a lot of.
I wouldn't complain. We won. I mean.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. It's just
Oh.
we've got some
I think we're going
confusion
into
with
game 2. Although,
confusion with some settings.
I will say, Cloak and Dagger as a character though is kind of messed up because the healing output is nuts, and then you switch to Cloak and it's auto aim and can like solo tanks, which is
Yeah.
absurd.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm a C&D main, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I play Magic,
That's into the match
and
for
then
sure.
like if I have to fill, I don't like filling, but I'll play like Strange or Magneto. So
That's fair.
although the game hates me because I get like a little bit of value, and then everyone swaps to anti-dive, and it's like, ah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Alright, so for game 2, we are pulling out Toasty Boy, and we're sending in Blurski, which is Justin instead, which is typically what we do.
Also, isn't that the Jeff main on our team? So why? I'm super curious why the enemy team still decided to ban.
That's because I was confused about the sides. So we banned Jeff, so they must have a Jeff main.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that had me confused too. It was like our Jeff player isn't even in.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's because I got confused about which side we were. We banned Jeff, so the enemy team must have had a Jeff main. So that was my bad.
Unique game mode names.
Yeah, for sure.
Another thing Overwatch isn't very good at. It's just, you have control and then flashpoint and then, whereas like, control in this game is domination. It's a very like, I don't know, it's a lot more intense.
See, for the longest time when I was playing this game, I didn't even pay attention to what it was called, so I never knew what we were playing until we were like actively in the game.
Oh, it looks like we've stopped swapping characters. Ah, no.
Nope, we're doing it again.
Can they see?
Yes.
Ah, that's why. I see. They're like, what are we gonna play? Because they are the 2 best players on the team. So I guess like messing with them, I guess, is a strategy.
They just like to mess with each other. That it's very much just like a Lucas and an Adam thing to do. So Jeff is banned.
So they protected Magneto.
They protected Magneto, so they must want that. We banned
Moon Knight protects Scarlet.
Protect Scarlet, because that's Lucas's main.
Ban one of them, protect the other, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, in regular competitive, you don't get any protections, it's just bans. Banning Emma. Emma was the only one that like borderline gave issue last time, so that makes sense.
A little bit of a... We have 3 supports right now.
Yeah. Sometimes we will run that when we pull Jordan in, just 3 support comp.
Yes, that is an option. Although we're not running like a traditional triple support, because a lot of the times you'll see like an Ultron or an Adam Warlock in triple support comps, just because you have,
or
2
like
supports.
Some people will bring in the new White Fox, because she's kind of a balance between heals and damage. So something that can like damage as well. But I will say Jeff is kind of good with heals and damage, because he's got that single stream that does both, so you don't have to switch back and forth.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Although Jeff was banned, so we're playing Mantis?
Yeah. We might see Jordan swap. Invis is also kind of good at getting some damage.
This comp is very unique. I don't know what Lucas is doing, okay, but we're running Captain America. Oh, Spider-Man.
No, Lucas is definitely going to go Scarlet. He's just messing around. Captain America we'll probably stick with, and then we might...
Well, it looks like they have their mag now.
They do have their mag, so we'll see how that goes. Let's have some Lucas gameplay, since he was the MVP last game.
23-0.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
In mine, it was you who first opened my eyes to the hero I was always
Deadpool is such a funny character.
Yes. I love that he breaks the 3rd wall a lot. And just like talks about various things. So this season we do have a team up with Doctor Strange and Invisible Woman. So she gives a special ability to Doctor Strange. So it kind of makes sense that Jordan would be on Invisible Woman.
Although, and the strange Scarlet Witch team up is
Oh, we've got Lucas dead by, I believe that was Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl stunned him to then take him out.
Squirrel is
Squirrel Girl can be a real pain with her projectiles.
she's also kind of easy, which kind of makes her not fun to play against.
Yeah.
She's super simple in terms of characters.
Yeah, she's a really big character in low elos. It's a little bit more rare once you get into higher elos. They were able to pick off
Yeah, it looks like we're up now.
one of their
So
healers.
Gonna be bad.
Got Brute down.
Scarlet Witch also does have a team of strength that is also very good.
Yeah.
It's similar to the one that he has with Magic that I'm familiar with. I just don't ever use it because, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But being able to bind people together is...
Alright, so we were able to get point 1. We've got the payload moving a little bit. White's out here trying to put some pressure on them so that they're not able to just kind of
he's walled off.
block.
So it makes it bad. They're also running Groove. I don't remember seeing Groove last time either. They changed up their comp a lot.
They have changed up their comp a lot.
Gorgo's new. I don't remember Mantis. Mantis is new.
Yeah, last game they were running, they had Cloak and Dagger, they had Emma, they had, they tried to do Doctor Strange, which honestly, that comp didn't really work because I feel like we know that comp really well, and they were kind of using our mains, so
Yeah.
it's probably not a good thing to go against our mains with our mains.
Also, Strange was same thing here. You know, Magneto is the most influential character on that team, probably. And you know, with Nave being so high ranked, he just knows so much about most of the tanks anyway. That
Yes,
especially with,
See,
especially Strange.
Adam plays so many different tanks and is actually really good at so many different tanks that I feel like it's hard to be a tank going against him. He's got a lot of game sense.
How are you doing?
Magneto going in with his ult here. Not able to do a whole lot with it. Lucas is dead.
Although that is a very hard ult to get value from. But he also didn't, I don't think he really used it right, just because it one-taps a lot of things and just like randomly using it.
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised that he didn't try to save it for the Cloak and Dagger ult. Though I will say it's kind of hard to get easy with that ult, so he probably wouldn't have gotten a lot of value out of that either. We do have their Magneto down. Nave here going in, trying to put some pressure. He's got to back off a little bit. He's almost overextending there. He does have his ult available. Uses it, gets a few. He's going for their healer. Able to get Cloak and Dagger. Root down again. Push back into their spawn, having to regroup in their spawn.
I wish these games were less close so that I had more to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another. I don't think we've lost a team fight.
No. So far,
Oh,
not at all.
Groot's down
Groot
again.
dead right as soon as he responds.
This is actually kind of new, and that the game allows you to do this because you don't have to be on point for it to move.
Yeah. I will say it moves faster when you're on point, which matters when the games are a lot closer. Since this game is so far apart, you get to just kind of do things like this and keep them in their spawn.
This doesn't seem like a great place to be, but you know.
It's not a great place to be honest with you, but you would have to be getting more damage. That's why it's important for us to be 3 healers. healers in this because you have them pushing so hard. You're only really going to be able to keep them alive if we have 3 healers, because we see Justin died, which then led to Lucas dying as well.
Yeah.
It's like when they're pushing so hard, if you're not really focused on healing, they're not going to make it. So you can only really do stuff like that when you have 3 healers keeping them alive.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Lucas on Hela. I know he can play that character, but
I feel like that's probably a troll though, because again, like his main thing.
He has been practicing Star-Lord.
He might very well do the Star-Lord, because I know he has been practicing the Star-Lord, but I feel like he's gonna stay.
Yes. Okay.
Just because they want to make sure that they don't throw this in a stupid way, because this should be a pretty easy win.
Yeah.
So it'd be pretty sad if Lucas goes in and throws the game for them.
Play Black Widow.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Okay, so we do have they switched up their comp a little bit.
So you're really into plants, huh?
They're playing
I've got
Hela
a bit of a
now,
green
back to
thumb myself.
Strange. I keep on thinking Hela's a tank, but she isn't.
Yeah, Hela's not a tank, she's DPS. We've got
We're running
Gambit.
the same comp, pretty much.
And then we have
4,
Namor.
3,
Namor can be a little bit annoying sometimes with his squids.
Yes, but he is anti-dive, and we don't really run what I would consider a dive.
Yeah, we really don't have a dive. We've
Adam.
played a little bit as a dive.
So that might be why they're playing Namor, but that's if, he can get value from his squids and all the other annoying stuff.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like, honestly, it might just be more of a desperate attempt from the other team to try to put pressure, because I feel like maybe that particular player has played that. We did have them try to play a Doctor Strange, and the Doctor Strange was immediately taken out.
Yes, although I think it's a different player in Strange this time.
I believe so.
Because we are playing Magneto still. I don't like Namor.
Got Namor down.
Mr. Fantastic, and like Kane are like my least favorite players to play against. But that's just the
Gambit
characters I
down.
play.
Yeah, no, that's fair. They can be quite a pain to play
Like,
against.
Mr. Fantastic is probably the only
Adam
character.
pushing them back into their spawn again.
Holy. Mr. Fantastic is probably like the only real counter to magic.
Yeah.
So, like, she does pretty well at dealing with most other anti-heroes. As long as you're, like, not being super dumb. Then can be rough just because slams. But
Yeah.
they've repelled out of their spawn.
They did make it out of their spawn. I think
Yeah.
those double tanks are really helping them to get out of spawn, which is probably why they switched to that second tank, because they realized with the DPSs.
They were running 1-3-2.
Yeah, I think so. And they realized that
That was Namor roll.
the
Yeah.
comp. Yes. Oh, Adam did overextend a little bit. So those squids were able to put a little bit of pressure on him.
Yes,
So,
I do believe
probably a good
that
move.
there is a chance that he loses in touch. And they could get point, but it looks... we're down 1.
Got Mag ults. Dwight was taken out.
Although they're all fast.
Adam comes in with his ult.
I actually don't know how.
Does look like he might die
die
here
again.
again. See, those squids are really putting some pressure, so I do think that the Namor change was a good one for them, because it is getting the pick on Adam as he's kind of overextending. I think to a certain extent he's gotten a little bit
A little bit of a portal.
a little too cocky. Opens a portal. Probably doesn't want to take that portal.
I think he just put it there to put pressure. But also as an option, I think he didn't realize how far far into the.
Yeah, if it had been just a little bit earlier, they might have been able to portal and stop that point from being lost, but it was kind of a little too late. He is going to want to try to stay back a little bit. He's not going to be able to extend as far as he's been extending now that they've switched to 2-2-2.
Although just running one tank doesn't really seem like a move in the enemy, but...
One tank can work depending on who you're playing against, really, I don't know. We do have that,
Namor is giving them a lot of trouble.
Yes, Namor was definitely the right move for the opposing.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
10 and 5. He's getting value.
He's definitely the person that's putting the most pressure on Adam.
Well,
which
it's
is
not
really
allowing
good.
him to do this, pseudo dive that he's been doing.
Alright, so the enemy team, the enemy stream
we got a hit.
uses their ult, does not get value from their ult.
We have two, that's Cloak and Dagger ult.
We've got Hela using her ult, Adam up there blocking her ult.
We're playing Invis, no? That's Invis.
Yeah,
So
Invis and Cloak are both being used
Similar.
right now. Yeah, Jordan is on Invis. He put up his
yeah, it's the wall that makes people
yes,
invisible.
yes. So he used that, which was a great usage, and then Adam goes up and
Does it
blocks.
just make people invisible or does it do it?
It makes people invisible and it heals simultaneously. So it's not impossible to die in there, but it is difficult to die in there. So it's definitely the move to keep them alive.
We're gonna try and shield Magneto ult, but it went over. It's okay. I don't know, you might pop ult here? I don't know, you might
Going in, gonna ult. Lucas is down. So hopefully this will be the point that makes them. White Fox was an ult. The thing about White Fox's ult is she's in that
yeah, and it's 100
tail.
something health per
Yeah.
hit.
And so
But-
then also once she dies out of that fox state, she just goes back to herself.
Yes.
So she technically gets 2 deaths because of that.
That's not like ending the game.
Yeah.
Diva exists in Overwatch, Hulk exists.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
there's
Adam's really low. Hopefully we're able to heal here.
there's actually certain situations where, at least in Overwatch, people will get 4 lives because their ult cancels. So then
Really?
you get her mech back, and then you have to kill her again.
Doctor Strange uses the ult on the enemy team again. We've got Doctor Strange down, Hela's down, White Fox is down, Namor is down. It does look like it's going to be a full team.
Looks like he wrapped up
White?
this fight. Oh, 2 seconds, so the game's over. I didn't realize
Yeah.
the clock had been winding down.
Yeah, these games go pretty quickly.
Yeah, but they can be long.
Yes.
There's a lot of rounds. There can be.
Yeah, definitely. Especially
So,
in those, because
that
like
was-
if you get 3 and the other team gets 3, then technically you can go get 6, and it can go and go and go and go.
Is there not a tie? Can you not tie?
I don't know if it eventually ties, to be honest with you.
Because in Overwatch, you get 3, and then if you do it again and you both touch and get 3 more, you tie, and you gain nothing.
I haven't seen too many times where each team gets that far, because typically like they'll stop, because the thing is like depending on how fast you get the original 3 points, you have less time.
Well,
If you take a really long time to get it, you're not going to have as much time, and then it goes into overtime really quickly, and a lot of people see 9 on it. They
Yeah.
just get off the
I
plane.
mean, that's how Overwatch works. It's just like if you go down to 0 and you touch, you get a minute back, so you have a minute to do everything.
Yeah.
Although it is maps are smaller and payload's such a different game mode because
Yeah.
you have to constantly be on point for it to move.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a change that makes it a little bit different.
Yeah.
So that was what we call hybrid. So right, that was hybrid. have to capture a control point and then you push, or was that just push?
You have to, yeah, capture and then
Yes.
then push. Yeah.
Overwatch calls that hybrid.
Okay. Gotcha. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to the game modes in here. So I'm really bad with map names. Like, I recognize all the maps. But I'm really bad at the map names. And I go, you're either escorting a payload or it's domination. What it's called, I don't know.
Was like a flashpoint where you capture multiple points in the same...
As of right now, no.
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 It's like my favorite game mode. A lot of people don't like it because it's best of 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you capture, and it takes less time than a normal control point. So you capture, and then you capture another one, then you capture another one, so it's best of 5.
Gotcha.
It's just the character that I play in that game does very well
Yeah.
on
yeah.
that game mode.
I think that would probably be fun. I don't know if they'll ever add something like that.
People don't like it just because it takes a long time.
Yeah.
It
It sounds fun though. They do go for the ban on Scarlet Witch. So
That's
Lucas is gonna have
probably-
to switch it up.
Smart by them, but Lucas does play a lot of characters. We banned Moon Knight though. I don't think we expected them to do that. Because now, Lucas, what can he play?
Well, so we banned Moon Knight, so I'm not really sure what we were thinking on that. Maybe we just... Well, I guess we banned first,
Yeah,
so they
so we
probably
didn't
just weren't
realize.
expecting them
Although
to
he does
ban
have,
Lucas's. We did ban Namor, which is pretty good. Makes
and
makes
we
a lot of sense.
protected Punisher, so we now have that back.
So that must be... get rid of Jeff.
Although that might mean that we're not going to run triple support this game.
Yeah, I feel like we might put Jordan on Punisher.
Yes.
They protect Hela.
And then just play like a less aggressive comp so that we're not...
Yeah, yeah.
Lucas can play Star-Lord and they protected
And
Hela.
we protect Captain America, so that must mean that Adam's gonna be going in on Captain America for real this time.
So he's going to play... Is there a world where Lucas plays Strange?
Probably not.
We
I
plan?
don't think Lucas really does.
I assume he's going to play Star-Lord or Hela.
You'll need a top
I-
team to win this one.
I assumed so as well. I don't know.
But
Some of
isn't he
the
bad? Like super, super bad?
Star-Lord.
Okay. I was about to say, isn't Human Torch like very bad?
He can be. He can be. He's kind of difficult to play. There's not really a lot of people that play him
Oh,
well.
Are we playing Trip Support?
I doubt it. I think Lucas...
He does have a Hela, so it's either going to be Hela or Star-Lord.
Yeah.
He did start out the game playing Bucky, so there is a chance that he defaults back to that.
Yeah, I think Lucas is just kind of messing around since they took his
I think
character.
they defaulted on Hela.
Yeah, I think he'll probably play Hela.
30
I
seconds
don't
before
see
your
any
attack.
scenario
Get
where
ready.
he would actually go Human Torch. Human Torch is not really the best character to play. Okay, so the enemy team has now
Phoenix.
yeah, Phoenix is
Although
alright.
we're not
She
going for the
can-
Widow team up, so no sniper heals.
Yeah, she can put some pressure with her ulti for sure. We do have the Hela. We've got still Doctor Strange they're using. They are now on Deadpool's support. So like
Tell the difference.
Deadpool, those symbols there. So that means that he's support right now.
So they're running 52 still.
They are running 222. We have
Although
Lucas down. We've got Jordan down on
we are
Punisher.
running damage Deadpool. We have been this whole time. It is like,
That's tank actually.
is it tank? So
Yeah,
we're running,
that's tank.
We are running.
Yeah.
Have we just been running trip tank?
We've been running double tank. Yep.
Although Rocket,
Rocket support.
we are running Rocket now. That's an interesting pick. I didn't think you would see him a lot.
Yeah,
That's
so
just
now we did have, so Jordan died on Punisher, and he went ahead and switched back to Invisible Woman. So we're back to triple support. So we've got Jordan on Invis, we've got Macy on Cloak and Dagger, and then we have Justin
The only
on
difference
Rocket.
is that we are running the rocket.
Yeah. And that would be because we don't have, what's it called? Jeff. Because I guess the other team has a pretty good Jeff.
I think this team's issue is that they just. I think what happens is their main is get banned, and they don't really have a lot of secondaries to default on.
Yeah, that's the thing with college players is they really go hard on certain names, I feel like, a lot, and that's why it's like you don't necessarily go into what is good for the season. You go, what can they play specifically?
Which like can be effective when you're playing like a super volatile character, like Namor or BP. Once they figured out that you have a BP or a Namor, they are going to.
Alright, so we've got Hella ult, and Jordan responded with Invis ult to try to keep everybody alive. Was able to keep everybody alive. Adam comes in, is able to get a pick. Luna's no ult for them. It doesn't look like they're very good at using their Doctor Strange ult, to be honest.
I think personally that it is, as something that kind of loses character, I think it is kind of hard to use. Like,
yeah.
It is unique.
Alright, we've got almost a full team wipe. Only Hella is alive.
I think we're going for it. We don't get it because just fly away.
Adam's still not letting it go though. Going to take her out.
He wanted it. That's.
He did. He decided that she was his.
That's a lot of abilities.
That is, yeah.
Characters. There are some characters in this game that have a lot of abilities.
Yeah. Alright, so he's able to pick off Phoenix pretty quickly.
I mean, at this point, he's just kind of passing them off.
Yeah,
At
he's
this
going,
point in time.
going for the dive, uses his ult,
and he really has
puts some major pressure on Mag.
free range because, like,
Going for his heals.
we banned their anti-dive player.
Alright,
and he's
so he was, they used their, Deadpool ulti on him there, and what it does is his damage does damage to him instead. So the fact that he continued to hit them was actually damaging himself. He should have really stopped hitting, but he continued to hit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, he can also just like I was saying, with his free range on the dive because they're more weight banned. Unless they have like a thing that they've just been.
Yeah, and I don't think that this team has a thing. Also, if they pulled out a thing, Adam also plays things, so.
This is true. I know the players were joking earlier that he was going to play.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's one of the only ones that he doesn't actually play.
yeah.
Because he basically plays all of them.
Because they were gonna play Hulk and like Wolverine and Thing and Wolverine
Yeah.
for the team up so that they could launch Wolverine.
Gotcha. Alright. Backing up gets healed. Hella using her ult again.
Although it looks like her rocket ult is out.
Yeah. Got rocket ult to keep people alive. We do survive it. Adam got his ult again.
Still has her ult.
Adam using his ult. Going for the healers a little bit. Going for Hella. Almost getting Hella.
Gets a pick.
Gets their Deadpool.
3.
That's a team wipe. Adam with a triple.
Down to 30 seconds.
And he is standing outside of their spawn.
Of course he is. Then runs away because he can't actually do that right now. Just trying to distract them, I think.
I don't know. I think we're actually just messing with this team.
We definitely are.
Finding a Phoenix doesn't. Backs up. Gets the mills. I heard a scream.
Somebody screamed. I don't know who screamed.
I don't know. I don't know with what. I think it was Adam, and I think he was just scared because.
Yeah, because he almost really overextended. I think it was Adam screaming in the other room.
It sounded like Adam in the other room.
he really almost got himself in a bad position there. All right, he does have Banhammer on him again.
Is that what his ult's called?
Yes.
It's called Banhammer.
Yeah. And he keeps using damage.
I think he's doing it on purpose. At this point, like with him, he plays Deadpool.
I don't know what he's doing to me.
No, legitimately, he plays the character. He 100% knows what that ult does. I think he's just like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I think he just accepts it.
Like, we're not gonna like leave him.
Because he's gonna come back really quickly on Captain America, so I think it doesn't really matter.
The characters have different respawn times.
Well, it's just it's not that they have different respawn times. It's just that Captain America has abilities that let him run really quickly, so he's gonna come back really quickly. And I think he's just determined like it's actually better for him to die and be able to get back than it would be to wait out the ulti.
Yeah.
You think I'm
He does have ult.
I am ready to put on a show.
Rocket just used his.
Yeah,
That's
we've
Invis
got
ult. We still have
Invis up. We've got
Jump
the enemy
close.
team's using Luna. Luna
Jump
does
back.
die. Magneto's using his ult. He gets Lucas out.
still pretty even. It's actually a little more in our favor because we outboard down on support, but
They're using a lot of their ults, so we're hoping.
the only ult that they could have would be.
We do have all of our supports down, so we're gonna have to
We still
regroup. I
somehow
don't think we're
lose
gonna
that
get a
good fight.
touch on this.
That was weird. I think we could have wrapped up that team fight better, but you know.
Yeah. So Dwight did try to switch to he tried to switch to Doctor Strange to get a portal off, but it just wasn't fast enough. Okay, we've got Jordan going back to Punisher.
I'm surprised Dwight hasn't gone back to Groot. You know, that's also an option. The Dwight Groot is real. Adam playing Penny. Okay, sure. Ah, Groot. Speaking of, oh, we're trolling. You don't play Iron Man. You are playing Iron Man.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Alright, so enemy team keeps the same comp, and we are maybe switching it up a lot. I do know that Adam does, in fact, play Groot. Typically that's more of a Dwight character, but he seems to be more comfortable on Deadpool right now.
Which is kind of sad because he's getting nerfed
I
tomorrow.
know. Yeah.
I don't know the details of the nerf, but I have heard it's kind of big.
Yeah.
I don't know about these wall placements though. Is that a breakable building?
I don't think that they're really so like one of the walls is because it gives like abilities. The other wall, I'm not really sure why they do it. I'm not a Groot player. I don't know enough about Groot to really understand why they do it. I don't know if it's a troll or if it's serious. Luke is immediately dead on Iron Man. Switching back to
My character already
Star-Lord.
plays.
Good move there.
Got it picked over even, and
We've
we
got
have
a
one back.
portal to nowhere. I think that they were just hoping that people would jump into that portal and kill themselves. Which
Is that a strategy?
it is. It is. Dr. Strange's like to do it. It's more so, it's more common when you're confident that you're gonna win. So I'm not really sure why this Doctor Strange decided that.
Strange Portal seems like probably the least like useful in this kit. It's very like it seems very specific on when you can get.
It is pretty specific. It can get a lot of value to make sure that you can get places that you need. Also, I will say the Doctor Strange portal, along with Scarlet Witch, is pretty good. Like if you time it correctly, you can get Scarlet Witch into a really good position to just wipe the team.
Yes, especially because of her ult is super good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is kind of niche, and it has like a 3-minute cooldown.
Yeah, so it's like you can't use it very many times in a game. So it can be.
I mean, it's like
it can be hit or miss.
I think it's like 200 seconds.
Yeah, something like that. It is a pretty easy. Got Phoenix with her ult. Got Dwight down.
Like.
Adam down, so both tanks out.
I think we need
probably
to figure out.
backing up a little bit. They are putting a lot of pressure.
I think we need to figure out a push.
Absolutely.
I think that's. We're still eating. We're still trolling. That makes sense. You're walling off.
Put the wall there. Try to stagger them a little bit. Maybe get some people low. Adam not looking very good. Immediately dead upon coming back. Jordan's down as well. Justin uses his ulti.
I think.
Macy using her ulti now. Mag using his ulti. Emma. Nope, not Emma Frost. Luna Snow. These darn snow names. Used her ulti. So the enemy team only has Hella now.
Now that we're having, because we were too confident, and now they figured out the characters we want to play. Although I don't know why we're not taking back this string.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on why.
Adam Emma Frost. Okay.
So his Emma Frost is pretty good. It's definitely, he's able to turn some tides with Emma Frost. I know that feels a little bit random, but like he's pretty solid on her. It's also quite possible here in her metal ability that he can kick some people off the side, which is pretty nice when that happens.
Although,
yeah.
I also like that he was just,
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be like a handbag, but it okay, so the enemy Doctor Strange is finally able to get a little bit of value out of his ulti. Not great for us, but good on him for finally getting some people.
Reign isn't over.
I think we need to figure out.
Yeah, definitely this comp doesn't seem to be working super well for us. We're losing a lot of team fights here. Also Adam is dying quite a bit.
I think we're not.
I don't think we're doing enough damage.
Yes, we are not also doing a good job in like enabling this guy that he wants to do all the time. So, you know, that's something that they would have to figure out. Although it is doable still here for us to win this match. We only have like 3 minutes. Not a lot of time.
Okay, Adam uses his ulti, able to get a pick on one of the healers. So Luna Snow down. Deadpool is almost dead. We need to be keeping Adam alive here. It does look like he might end up dying.
We are down 3, they have.
Mag
And
ult
now we
just
swap.
used.
I think we're gonna go to the portal.
That's it! Don't let anyone
Yeah.
stand in your way.
Pentagram of Parala. I am strengthened for battle.
Adam going in.
I am ready to put on a
Pressure
show!
on their Deadpool. Luna Snow using her ult to keep some people alive. Adam back through the portal so that he doesn't die. Get some healing. He's really low.
By the eye of Agamotto.
That team fight is down, and it does look like they're gonna take this game. I don't think that anybody's gonna get back in time for this. So game 3 to the opposing side. Robert Morris University takes game 3.
Keeping it back with how quick game 1 and 2 were, I think we got 2.
I agree. I also think that a big part of the issue was that Lucas is not on his
Yes, that's
min. I mean, he's
He
got
went 16 and
16
68.
deaths. Also, he's only got 17,000 damage, which is just not ideal. You'd see they asked what map, but they spelled what? W-O-T. What?
I think you're being too picky. Hydra, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. We shall see. I will know it as soon as I see it, however. Yeah, I think a big contributor to that was just Lucas not being able to be on his main.
Yes, I do think that we do protect Scarlet Witch this time.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate because they banned Scarlet Witch first.
First.
So before we were even able to get to a protect, they
And
wanted her out.
The issue about this is that you can ban the same character again.
Absolutely. So
So-
if they realize that that worked for them, we're either gonna have to switch up our comp and play
Well,
around that,
I think
or
what we do is we don't ban Moon unless the Moon Knight is like very, very scary
yeah.
at that point, because
Yeah.
Lucas is better rank-wise than pretty much the rest of the enemy team. So unless the Moon Knight is just, they have one diamond player, so unless it's the diamond player.
Yeah, so it seems like we've decided to put Landry back in, which I don't think has ever happened before. So we decided that his heals are a little bit better, maybe,
Well,
right
I
now.
think it's solely just because we banned Magneto this time first,
Okay, so we get rid of their mag.
and they're protecting.
We
me.
have allowed them to have Moon Knight.
I do think it is probably because he is playing Gambit, who is such a good support.
Yeah, I will say, Gambit is not as tides turning as he used to be, though.
Yes, he doesn't have like an 100% ban rate anymore.
Yeah,
He is playable, but he is still very strong.
yeah, that's fair.
It looks like we banned Namor still. It's probably a good idea.
Yes, we want to keep that Namor gone.
Are they gonna ban? Or...
Oh. They do not want Macy on Cloak
That
and Dagger.
is something.
That's a decision. That's a decision. So she'll probably play Invisible Woman,
There...
which she's really good on Invisible Woman.
I mean, she's good on most supports. I mean, I know she has a Mantis. I know she has Invisible Woman. I know
Oh,
she
we went
has-
ahead and we got rid of Luna Snow.
I know she
Like,
also has
that's
a Luna
outta
Snow.
here.
So she pretty much has to play Inches,
Yeah.
or
Pick your
if she
hero.
wants to do the Mantis. I don't think she's
Yeah.
ever played Mantis in one of these games.
Mantis is okay. She's just not. She's not a top support. So while Macy can play her just fine, she's just not as ideal
It
because
looks like we are playing Invis.
Invis can do a healthy mix of damage and support.
Looks like Adam psyched Dwight out. He was on Deadpool for a second.
Yeah.
It looks like this is a good comp for us. We have, I assume, run this before.
Yes,
A pretty strong
yes.
back line, I mean, and a decently
30
strong
seconds before you attack.
tank line
Get
as
ready.
well.
Yeah, yeah. So we're back to a very similar
Your
comp to
arms are
the
maddening.
first game
No
for
arms, can't choose.
for Robert
Even
Morris.
so, maddening.
If I
So
were
we'll
on
see
your
how
side,
that
isn't that what you want?
goes. Hello. What
Hello?
did I just do? What's happening?
Is it off the F keys?
The battle starts in 5.
No, it's doing something up there.
4,
Ah!
3,
We broke things.
1.
We're still streaming?
Capture the mission area.
Yeah, we broke things. For some reason, it was not.
Alright, click on it.
Okay. What if I hit in? Okay. It just thought that we were like up there for some reason. It's fine.
I want to see the roof.
Yeah, I got some Moon Knight gameplay.
He's been banned. He's been pirate set. I want to see the Lucas Moon. He's quick pressure.
Mission area is yours to capture now.
We're close to
Alright,
getting a lot of
we
picks, but Adam is very
Their
close.
Moon Knight is down.
Yes.
Okay, so it looks like the Titan's trying to turn. We got their Hela as well.
We're getting picked.
Doctor Strange down, Emma Frost down, and Viz
Can't
down.
you smile
The
on
only
us?
person that is back up so far, they're gonna have to regroup. So we've got point one.
Moment.
Why does everything gotta take maximum effort?
Pumpkin on the head. I'm not sure what that was.
I don't know.
Something
I mean,
from Halloween, I'm sure.
Yes. Adam was drinking tea. I don't.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta relax and drink some tea, I guess.
Was it a pick already? No, it wasn't. Okay.
All right, we got a
Looks like
portal
there's-
happening.
There's strange portal.
Here they come.
Interesting usage of portals. White almost dead there, but luckily not.
I do find that very interesting, especially since we're not even completely captured.
It's definitely a move to be using the portal this early on. I feel like Mr. Mixtape doesn't fully understand Strange.
Although I think Adam died. Yes.
Adam is dead.
So
But we were able to get some picks here, got 3 down on their team. So even though Adam was sacrificed, it does look like Icy's still
kind of
okay right now.
Things are gone. Thanks.
70%
Thank you
on
very
point.
much.
Only
one of us gets to
that
play
was
with those
pick on the bomb.
The moon!
Okay. Enemy team uses ulti for
That, so that's coming to ult, that's a
Gambit
on.
ult for us.
one. And we have 3 very good ults.
Taken out, almost able to get Moon Knight, not quite. Okay, Moon Knight finally down for the enemy
So we
team.
have Moon Knight ult, we have Invis ult, we have Strange ult, but it doesn't matter. But
Don't even
ults-
need it, but they carry over in this game
Yes.
time. So we will have them for the next round. Which is why they would have had and held them. Because
which
if
is
it was if it was the payload game type, they would have wanted to just like launch them. But for this,
save
hold
them.
on to them.
But they also have Invis ult and Strange ult, very close to Emma Frost and Hela ult.
Yes.
30 seconds before you attack.
Do we
Get ready.
want Moon Knight still? That was some nice gameplay.
Is this really what it's come to? Working with petty thieves?
Alright, Mr. Mixtape goes ahead and makes a switch to
Whatever.
Hulk
But I
losing
swear,
his ult.
LeBeau, if I find any of my
But you do get
weapons
50%.
missing after this,
So like,
Yeah, so he'll be able to get ult pretty quickly, but he did make the decision
you know,
that
also
it
like,
would be better to switch right off the bat instead of using his ult, because he could have stayed and then
Yeah.
switched.
Yes, that is true. And also, like, another fun thing, you also, like, don't fully lose your ult if you just killed out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
80% or whatever.
Alright, their Emma has her ult now. See how that goes.
Although that is the only ult, they don't have hella ult yet.
Almost dead.
Mission area is yours. Now.
No.
Emma down. Take a Moon Knight pick. Adam uses his ult, able to pick off 2 more.
I don't think they're back yet, so
They're gonna have to regroup a little bit because their healer is down. Their healer makes the switch to Jeff off of Invis.
we are also our Earth Academy is pretty similar to theirs. They have 3 They're still holding Midnight ult. I don't know why you don't get so
Alright, Colt using his ult. Luke is dead here. Emma's using hers. Mantis, they have a Mantis now. We do lose Adam dead. We're gonna have to regroup here.
We are only down Adam though, so you know we're not gonna lose a lot of.
The Sorcerer Supreme lives once more.
Alright, ready for a regroup to go in. Probably gonna use some ults here.
We have 2. We have Moon Knight again. Like I said, that ult is very fast. You get that backstage.
Yeah.
Enemies are near. I am strengthened for battle.
Alright, we got Punisher ult, we've got Invis ult, and we have Moon Knight ult.
There's Moon Knight
Moon
ult.
Knight ult going in. Jeff done. Mantis using her ult. There's Invis ult.
Bionic magic.
Jordan on Punisher ult. Hella now using an ult. There, we get a pick on Mantis. We also get Hulk down.
He still has good ult, but Adam looking like he can die.
It will not affect me. An unseen assault.
Jeff can definitely die.
Really hard to get on.
A successful operation.
Yeah. Still trying to get the Jeff pick. Not successful. Jeff does make it. Nope. Jeff got picked. We've got Hulk in banner form.
Okay. Just shaking his head. Very disappointed in the enemy team.
Yeah. Yeah. Drinking some tea. A little toxic, but it's okay.
I just think that's how. So,
That's very much just Adam.
which is surprising with the character he plays. So they don't
Alright, looks like he was biding his time until he could use this ult behind enemy lines.
It's a lot of value to it.
Gets a ton of value out of that. That is his entire team wipe. They're gonna have to reset.
I don't think they have time. He's portaling to their spawn?
Portaling till their spawn.
He did it right on top of the Strange who was portaling.
Did it right on top of the Strange.
And that's game, no?
That is game.
That was super toxic, that end.
That was so toxic.
He's like, oh, that's a Strange portaling.
Does it still look down on him?
And he got him.
Of course he
That
did.
is such a cool skin, though.
It is a cool skin, yeah.
There's not a lot to say about that game.
Yeah, I mean,
We lost a map
able to get that back.
Yeah,
we were able
we
to
did lose a
respond,
map
so.
because a character that we play get banned and we were forced to play something else.
Mhm.
But we adapted you know, we changed our bans up a little bit. You know, banned Mag instead of Moon Knight first, and just decided. I mean, he was the guy playing, and I mean, the difference in stats is
Definitely.
apparent. So
Definitely.
I don't think they had to worry as much about that character as they thought they did. So.
Yeah, I think the only reason that they were worried about him is that like we were confident that we were keeping Scarlet Witch. That was the one that Lucas wanted to be on, but clearly Lucas was the better Moon Knight in that. So.
Although when you are that like influential, especially playing again a very volatile character like Scarlet Witch, you're gonna get banned pretty quickly.
Yeah, definitely. And I think if we hadn't banned Moon Knight that third game, if we had realized that they were gonna ban Scarlet Witch, we probably wouldn't even have lost that map, to be honest with you.
Yes.
But it is what it is. That is the entirety of this series, isn't it? Or is it another one? Is it 7 out of 7?
It's
or
best
we're
of
done?
5.
Best of 5. Yeah, so we're done then. So we'll stop streaming then. So IC takes 3rd place, which is pretty good.
Yeah.